Hi guys, welcome to the first ever video of Humanities. In this video, I'm providing you a long detailed explanation of the tips and tricks for acing your board's exam for all my class 12th humanities students. So, कैसे हो humanities वालों? It's been 2 years since I last gave my boards, and I'm here 2 years later to help you all with some suggestions and some advices that probably I would want when I was giving my boards. Before we dive into the video, I want you to trust me, and for that, this is the proof. This is my own mark sheet from 2025 boards. I had scored a 98.2 in my boards, and so here is the mark sheet. You can look for yourself. Now, jumping straight to the first and the most important tip, which is please read your NCRTs thoroughly. Do not jump to any supplement or reference books without reading your NCRT. NCRT reading is a must, and at least 5 to 6 times you should read your NCRTs before going through any other book because at the end of the day, the questions will come straight up from NCRTs and you have to quote your answers according to your NCRT. Tip number two, as I said, you have to be well versed with your NCRTs because literally in my boards, the question came from middle of the paragraph of a chapter. So if you're not well versed with the paragraphs of NCRT and with the content and the context of the line that the question has been asked from, you're going to lose it. Make sure you're well versed in your NCRTs and you know exactly where and when the questions come from. Now, tip number three is you have to maintain a structure of the answer. There has to be a proper introduction, a proper body, and conclusion. You have to make sure that your answers are written in a tidy manner. There are pointers and sub pointers for every answer. Do not leave any answer without a pointer or a sub pointer. Also, the length of the answer should not be too much. That pisses off the examiner. Now, related to the answer writing part is that you should always make sure that you have some kind of diagram, some kind of flow chart, or some kind of map. If it's a geography paper, even if it's a political science, even if it's history, make sure you have something attached with your answer because it leaves a really good impression on the examiner, and he doesn't have to go through your complete answer. By the map, he can understand all the flow charts or diagrams. He can understand what you're trying to say well. Now, moving to the fifth tip, which is you have to make sure that's a cakewalk for the examiner to check your copy. If he has any trouble, you're losing marks. So the trouble examiner gets, the more number of marks you secure. So make sure your copy is easy to check. You only write relevant information just to get marks. Anyone who's telling you that write lengthy, please don't. I wrote literally in points, 8 points, 6 points, and I got my marks. I did not write lengthy. Now, coming on to one of the biggest myth regarding birds is that you need to have a very beautiful writing. I've heard a lot of people say this. But let me break it down for you. You do not need a beautiful handwriting. All you need is understandable and clear handwriting so that the examiner can read whatever you've written. You don't need a very calligraphic writing. So don't waste your time now practicing how to write well. Please don't. And make sure that you answer important points of your answer is underlined so it's easier for the examiner to check the copy. In the next video, I'll be talking about the four other tips that I will want to give you. And thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.